Let's talk about virtual home buying. Chances are, if you're watching this video, it's something that may very well be a actual possibility for you in the near future. Here's what I want you to know. Virtual home buying is now something that is normal in the world that we live in. I have myself this last year closed a couple of clients who were either not local to the area, but they lived within the state of Texas, or they were moving in from a completely different state. So I wanted to walk you through what that process looks like to bring some comfort to you. I get that it's a scary thing to buy a home sight unseen, but that's where I come in. And it's my job as your realtor to act as if you are actually in the home. So what we would do to start with, upon you contacting me in whichever form, upon our initial conversation, we would then schedule a virtual consult. And so this would either be via Zoom, FaceTime, whatever is convenient for you. And we would just have a conversation. I would ask you things along the lines of what your time frame may be, or what your wants or need are in a home, things that are important to you. And so doing so allows me to help you move on to the next step, which is the fun part where we get to start looking at houses. What we would do also in that virtual consult is, if you hadn't already, I would connect you with a local lender so that you can start the pre-approval process. You never want to start looking at homes before you've done that step, not because you can't look at homes without it, but because you need to know what an ideal realistic number is for you as far as a monthly payments go, or what your top dollar may be. You don't want to be house poor. And that's a whole another conversation. But once we checked all of those boxes, then we would move on to the next step where we can actually start looking at homes. Well, you may ask, how am I going to look at homes if I'm not local? That's where I come in. And it is my job to make you feel as if you are actually standing in the home. So pictures only show so much, right? Pictures are either really, really good, or they don't put the home in a good enough light as what it actually is. And so with the permission of the seller, I would go to the home on your behalf, and we would either walk through in real time on FaceTime, or I would compile a bunch of different videos and additional pictures and send that to you so that you can actually feel as if you're walking through the home. Doing video allows for you to feel as if you get a better idea of the layout, and you may see different things that the pictures didn't show. There may be one room missing, or you want to see closet size or a bathroom or cabinets, whatever it is. Video allows for us to do that. Once you have come to the conclusion that you are ready to make an offer on a house, we would do it just as if you lived down the street from me. It's no real difference. And with the world that we live in, with being so technology savvy, everything's done through electronic signatures. And so I would send it to you via email. It's a super simple process. And so once you decided that you wanted to make an offer, we would be ready to go on that. Once our offer would be accepted, then we move on to earnest money and option fee. And I have other videos on that if you do not know what an earnest money check or option fee is and what the point of it is. But I would help you do that. The things with earnest money and option fee is that you can either send that money via wire, or we have several title companies in town that work off of an app that's called Zocam, that's like making a mobile deposit. It makes it super simple. And again, I would be there to walk you through the entire process. The next thing on our list would be the home inspection. I always encourage my clients to get a home inspection. This is where a licensed inspector is going to provide for you, sometimes a 40-page report on the house. There would be nothing that you wouldn't be aware of with this report. And so obviously you can't be in person to do a walkthrough with a home inspector. And so we can do one of two things. I can be there on your behalf, and he can walk me through the home as if I was the home buyer, so I can relay that to you. Or we can FaceTime you and walk through the home inspection as if you were there, so that you're able to be a part of the process and know exactly what is going on. And then once that goes, we would then move on to closing. If you cannot be present for closing, We can do a mail out in which the title company is going to send you the documents and they walk you through that process. It happens all of the time. And so that is something that is very simple, and we would take care of you along the way. And then it gets to whenever you do arrive, getting your keys. And I will be there whenever it's convenient for you, and I'll drop those keys off to you. I'll welcome you to your home, and you will now be homeowners. If virtual home buying is something that you're interested in but you're scared of, after watching this video, if you still have questions on the process, reach out and let's get started.